what I've got here is a lovely little blackthorn I collected yesterday. Got lots of nice fine roots on it, which is nice. I've taken pretty much all the wild soil off it, but if you look, I haven't washed it off, so there's still some of the little microbes and stuff that were in its wild soil. It's a nice little blackthorn. It's going to make a nice tree if we can get it to live. I've already prepped a pot for it. When I say prepped, I mean I've put some wires in where I know it needs to be tied in. This pot may look quite small, but if I can get the tree into the pot, then that's a good size pot for the tree. I know I can squeeze those roots in there because I've already tried. Let's have a look at it. First thing I need to do is put a little bit of soil in the bottom of there. Add to that just a small sprinkling of this Bacillus subtilis bacteria from probiocarb. It's good stuff for us. I found it creates lots of lovely fine rooting when you put it on, as long as it's in good contact with the roots. Right, I'm just going to spend a minute or so getting this into here. That's all. There we go. So being very gentle, getting all these fine roots in without cracking any of the roots. Blackthorn roots will crack very easily if you're not careful. Very, very brittle. That is a great fit in that pot. I'm not bothered at the moment about the planting angle at all. All I'm bothered about is us getting this tree through the next couple of years, getting some nice roots established in the pot and getting this pot full of roots. So I'm not really bothered about whether that will be its final planting angle or not. It probably won't. I'm just going to tweak up this retaining wire here. Short on that end. And this will, quite early on like now, just signing this up, will become pretty firm in the pot already. Well, that's just one of the ties, but yeah, see that's pretty secure that. Got another one here. Probably do without it, but I've done it, so I'm going to put it in. When you're doing these retaining wires near your roots, be careful not to crush and squash any of your fine roots. That is really stable in that pot already. What I'm going to do now is just going to rearrange the fine roots a little bit so that they're all got a nice bit of soil to go into. This root here eventually will probably be cut off. Don't really want a flying buttress root up here, but for now it's providing some goodness to the tree while it establishes itself. But that will come off later, down the line, a couple of years down the line. I'm just going to spray these roots with liquid seaweed. And what that'll do is it'll just act like a glue, so that when I sprinkle some more of this Bacillus subtilis carbon on it, the carbon will stick to the roots, just because they're wet really. This stuff works best if it's in contact with your roots. You don't need a lot of it because, like, I don't know, millions or maybe billions of microbes in this stuff. That's plenty of that. Now I'm going to put some soil in. I'm going to hold away from the side of the pot the fine roots, so there's some soil between the roots and the side of the pot. Roots can't grow into the side of the pot, but they can grow into the soil. So it's always best to have some soil there if you can. I've got a hole underneath where the end of the trunk is there, so I'm going to jog a lot of soil into there. By the time I've got that soil all around the edges, the pot's almost nearly full anyway. So get the soil in all your little gaps. Then get a rubber mallet and just go around the pot, gently tapping. And this will joggle all that soil into all the gaps in your roots. Put your hand on the top, stops it all jumping out, and you can feel it dropping. Feel the level dropping as you do it. That's enough that really. All I need to do now is top it up. Check that's secure in the pot. It's a little bit wobbly that. So I'm going to put a stay, probably from here to one of these holes in the edge of the pot. We'll secure it nicely. Get a little bit of wire, we can tighten that up and it'll secure that really nicely. Looks a bit odd, but we're not really bothered at the moment what it looks like. And that is pretty secure in that pot now. So all I'm going to do now is water that in with some liquid seaweed. And then I will prepare it for a sweat bag.